Alright, so the next part is going to be the head of the Sinanju Stein. And we're not going to put the sticker on this for the eyes. We're going to definitely try to paint it. I will be painting it a different color and see if I can paint these little eyes in a different color tone so it shows. As a matter of fact, the color of the eyes, if I'm looking at the manual, is red. So I do have a red color that I could use for this. So for this, we're going to put the little face mask on it. Looks like that. It's pretty nice. And when we put this part in here, like so. Put this part here, like so. Pretty cool. Then I think that goes this way, like that. Does it? Yeah, because it has the hole for it to go down. But hold on a second, I want to make sure this is going in right. Here we go. It goes all the way through. Because the umbilical has to go around the armored part here around the cheek. Then we have this cool clipper here, followed by this little notch here. Just like, whoops. Actually, that's kind of nice. I like that, but it's not supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be, I believe, that way. Yeah, that's very nice. So this is actually going to be pretty simple to clean and remove. I mean, just to remove this top part and then the two sides and the face plate, just so I can paint it separate and then put it together. I don't think there's going to be any issues with this. I'm not going to mask it all. I'm not going to glue these two together. This is basically alright, part of the trim. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's move on. So the next part of the build is going to be the arms and 3, 2, 1. So the next part is going to be the shoulder and arms of the Sinanju Stein. And there's a lot of detail on the arms. I've already pre-assembled this part. Sand down the nub here. But you'll need this, so you could put this one like this. Followed by this part here. Close this up here, like so. And then this cover here. Alright, so that completes the shoulder. Now, I've already put the polycap on this part, and according to this, there's a little notch here that has to be there. You may want to sand this entire area down because there's a seam line right in the middle. You take this, put this here, and then put this one in here like as well. So it looks like that. Ooh, I forgot a polycap. That is number 9. Yeah, you need this to put here. Otherwise, you'll never connect this part, which has to be, let me see here, flip this around so that this little ugly area goes in the back, like so. Oh, and then before you close it up, you want to take this cap, put it there, put that there to close it up. This part here houses the beam saber. Just going to put that in here like so. Connect this like here, like so. And this part supposedly goes like this, like so. Alright. You have the trim parts, which after observing it now, let's see here. There's notches here, here, and here. So it has to connect like that. And then, oops, and then finally connect this part. Like that. Then we have this part, the bicep armor. This has to face forward, actually to the side, but I think it's, no, to the rear. To the rear. So that would be here. Well, if I did this, then it would be like that. Doesn't make any sense. Going based on the, okay, it's like that. Sorry, didn't see that clearly. We're going to use these open, these fist to hold beam sabers. Put that here, and put that here. Turn it around, and there you go. Alright, so both left and right arms of the Sinanju Stein are complete. Looks nice, looks menacing, looks very detailed for this size. Cool, nice. Let's move on to the next part of the build. Alright, so the next part of the build is going to be the legs of the Sinanju Stein. A lot of parts here for the legs, and it's pretty big too, which I was a bit surprised, but shouldn't be. For now, or for starters, we need to get a poly cap here, which I forgot. And let me just clean this up a bit. I'm going to need this part here to connect to this, and then this one to connect to this. Now, I'm going to need to sand this down a bit here, and I'm going to have to come back to it again, but let me just sand it down just for shits and giggles. I think that should be fine. We'll do a second pass soon. So now we take this part here, put it in like so, and then the front part here for this goes in like that. The back part goes here like that. And then we have the side parts that goes here, and the other one, oops, excuse me, goes there. And then we have the toe. Goes like that. There we go. I sanded it down beforehand, and I see some scarring, but that probably will be covered up by the primer, and I'll redo it again in a few moments. But this foot is done. And we take this, and you want to make sure it's in a position where you can do this here, followed by that. Alright, bend this at this angle, so you can take this part, put that through here, this poly cap that goes through there, and then the back part of the armor goes here. There's two scar marks here which you need to sand down, but it should be fine afterwards. Bring it back into position. Then we will need this that goes here, and then this that clicks into like that. So this part is complete. Now, take these two parts. Before you put them together, make sure you take this poly cap, put it, oops, the other way. Put it up like that, so it looks like that, and close it up, like so. I'm going to do a little sanding here also, so hang on a second. Not bad. Now, this gets a little tricky here because I believe, and I gotta remember the orientation here. This, take this part, you put this in here, like so. No, sorry, take this, take it off. Take it off! The opposite side. And then you take this poly cap here, put it in, actually the flat surface inwards like that, so it looks like that. Now I did that. Then I take this, slide that in like so till it goes all the way. There we go. Now then, we take this, get that right, good, because that goes there. This one goes here. Then we close it up. There. Oops! I knew I forgot something. There's this part here, which is number 999. Here we go. So that one goes there. Now I'll close it up. Okay. So, since now everything's together here, we'll go around here first. Take this part, stick that in here, like that. Then we take this, take the thruster part, stick it in back there, close that in like so. Go forward, and then put these two together like that. There we go. Now, we take this, slide that in, we take this, put that there, we take this, put that here, and then take this part, put that in here, and put that there, so it looks like that, and then we put this here to complete it. There you go. The legs of the Sinanju Stein narrative version are complete. And I think the best legs I've ever seen on a high-grade kit to date. Very nice. It's interesting that you have these parts that are you know, you can remove, and you probably could put something else. I know this has to, this was the connection for the umbilical, I believe. But on this one, it's an option that you could probably remove and put something else on there. What to put in between your legs? Well, I don't think there's any mobile suits out there that can put something in between the legs for something else. I don't know. But there you go. So this part is complete. Let's now move on to the next part of the build. Next up is the waist unit of the Stein. And I talked about this in a previous video of how well detailed this part is, but this part is not for the kit. It's actually from one of the leftover parts from the original Sinanju. So I apologize for that. We'll begin with this part here. Then we'll put put this polycap here under the crotch area. Then these two parts here and here. Whoops. Let's try that again. Here. Come on, get in there. Ah. Let's try a third time. There we go. Get in there. Okie dokie. So that's there, and then we close it up like that. Alright, so that's done. We take these two parts here. You have the two side trim parts here. And, ooh, didn't notice this. Let me see if I can remove it. I'm noticing some parts that could probably work as two-tone or a different color tone. And this one could be one of them. So this is something that I have to try out soon. Alright, so once this is done, we take this part here, take this little plate there. Unfortunately, there's a little hole there so I can pop it out, because that has to be painted a different color. Then we take this, stick that there, and then we go back to this. Gotta see where this goes. Oh, I take this, put that here, and I think this one goes there. There. That completes the front part. Flipping over to the other side, we take these two, take this one here, and this one here. By the way, I've even though I removed the nub marks here, it left a cavity there, and I began sanding it down, but I didn't want to waste too much time, and there's still a little bit of a nub there, so if I can't sand it down and get rid of it, most likely I'm going to probably get a little bit of putty, put it on there, let it, you know, dry, and then sand it down further just so it can be flush. Alright, so this part is done. I need this to put that in here, and then this one that goes in there, like so, and another part here that goes in like that. And we have these two parts here, one goes there, one goes there, there we go, that one goes there, and that one goes here. There you have it. Waist unit complete. Let's now move on to the next part of the build.